Hi, in this video, we're going to discuss the Medicare levy and the Medicare levy surcharge. The first half of the video will explain the basic Medicare levy, which most taxpayers are subject to. The second half of the video discusses and explains the Medicare levy surcharge, which is applicable to a smaller number of taxpayers. I'll put the links to the ATO website for the relevant sections about the Medicare levy and Medicare levy surcharge if you want to know more information. I'll put those links in the description below. The Medicare levy charge is 2% of your taxable income. If you're relatively new to the country and on a visa, you may not be covered by Medicare. In this case, you do not have to pay the Medicare levy. That means you'll probably get a larger tax refund. So enjoy that. Once you're eligible for Medicare, that's when you'll need to pay the Medicare levy. If you'd like us to help with your tax return, I've left my email in the description below the video. Please like and subscribe. It's anonymous and it really helps the channel. So go to Google and type in Medicare levy. Australian Taxation Office is the first option. Find out about the Medicare levy and if you are eligible for an exemption or a reduction. First one is what is the Medicare levy exemption, and then Medicare levy reduction. Not many people are eligible for those, but if you think you are, please click on those to find out more information. Today I'm going to click on what is the Medicare levy. The Medicare levy is an amount you pay in addition to the tax you pay on your taxable income. The Medicare levy helps fund some of the costs of Australia's public health system known as Medicare. The Medicare levy is 2% of your taxable income. There's a video the ATO provides which explains the Medicare levy, which is helpful. You may get a reduction or exemption from paying the Medicare levy depending on you and your spouse's income and circumstances. You need to consider your eligibility for a reduction or an exemption separately. We include your Medicare levy when you lodge your tax return. Generally, the pay-as-you-go amount your employer withholds from your salary and wages includes an amount to cover the Medicare levy. Here's an example. Matthew earns an income of $76,000 annually. He has $1,000 of allowable deductions. Matthew is single and doesn't have dependents. Matthew isn't entitled to the seniors and pensioners tax offset and isn't eligible for any Medicare levy exemptions or reductions. Matthew will pay a Medicare levy of 2% on his taxable income. His taxable income is $75,000. The amount of Medicare levy Matthew pays is $1,500, which is 2%. As a rule, the Medicare levy is 2% of your taxable income for most income earners. Think you're done with taxes once you file your tax return? Think again. If you're earning a decent income and don't have private hospital cover, the government might hit you with a surprise charge, the Medicare levy surcharge. Let's break it down so you don't get stung. What is the Medicare levy surcharge? The MLS is an extra tax, up to 1.5% of your income, charged to high-income earners who don't have private hospital insurance. It's designed to encourage people to use the private system and ease pressure on public hospitals. Who has to pay it? If you're single and earn over $101,000 or a family earning over $202,000, you're in the danger zone. And yes, that includes reportable fringe benefits, super contributions, and investment losses, not just your salary. How to avoid the surcharge? Simple. Get private hospital cover, but not just any policy. It must meet the government's standards. That means excess no more than $750 for singles or $1,500 for families. Must cover hospital treatment. Extras like dental or physio don't count. Common mistakes to avoid. Buying cover too late. You'll still pay the surcharge for the days you weren't covered. Getting extras only cover doesn't exempt you. Assuming you're safe because you're young. Income, not age, triggers the surcharge. Tom earns $117,000 and doesn't have hospital cover. He's hit with a 1% surcharge. That's $1,170 out of pocket. A basic hospital policy could have cost him less and saved him the tax hit. Don't let the MLS sneak up on you. Check your income, get the right cover, and keep more of your money where it belongs, in your pocket.
There you have it. So there's the basic Medicare levy of 2%, and then for higher income earners who don't have private hospital cover, there's the Medicare Levy Surcharge to be aware of. Thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next one. Bye.